Okay, hi everyone. In this video, I'll be going through a quick skill on how to complete the square. So let's look at one simple example. Usually for completing the square questions, you are given a quadratic expression like this, and you are supposed to convert this quadratic expression into this completed square form over here, whereby you see something square plus another number. Okay, P and Q represents numbers which you need to find. Okay, so how to do that? You can follow these same steps which you apply whenever you want to complete the square. Step 1. Identify b from the general quadratic expression ax squared plus bx plus c. So if I were to compare your general quadratic expression to this thing over here, you'll notice that my b, which is the coefficient of x, is simply 4. So we'll write down here very clearly over here. Let me write it in black. Okay, so over here we can see that in this case here, my b is equal to positive 4. So now I can write this expression x squared plus 4x minus 2. Okay, so once I've identified b, I can move on to step 2, which is I'll add b over 2 squared minus away b over 2 squared to make this expression equivalent. So I'll do is that I'll add, so this negative 2 I can shift it to the side. I'll add it just after the x term. This will be plus, let me write it in blue, plus 4 over 2 square, then I minus away 4 over 2 square. Okay, now once I've done that, I've done step 2. I can now move on to the last step, step 3, which is get the completed square form directly and simplify. So the first 3 terms here can combine into, okay, let me write this part here. This first 3 terms, it can combine into x plus, and now add this term over here, 4 over 2. Okay, so I'll write over this part here, 4 over 2 square. Then the back part I'll just leave it as such here. Okay, if I were to simplify, I can simplify the next step to make it clearer. Okay, then once I've done that, my final step is to simply simplify this entire expression. I will get x plus 2 square, 4 divided by 2 is 2, minus away 2 square minus 2. Okay, and take note that this square here only applies to this number. So therefore, this is even, the minus sign stays the same. 2 square is equal to 4. So this is x plus 2 square minus 4 minus 2. Okay, and therefore I simplify. My final answer is simply x plus 2 square minus 6. Okay, this is one example. Let's look at one last example to illustrate this skill. I have this second example over here. Okay, express this quadratic expression in this form here. We follow the same steps. Step 1, identify your b. Over here, take note that my b here is equal to negative 3. Instead of just 3, this negative 3 includes the sign, the coefficient multiplied to x, so this is negative 3. Okay, once done here, I move on to the next step. Step 2, I add this expression over here. Okay, so this is simply x squared minus 3x plus 5 is equal to, I now add minus 3x or plus negative 3 over 2 square minus negative 3 over 2 square. Then the plus 5 remains the same. So this is the thing I'm introducing to this quadratic expression in order to complete the square. Then once done with that, I can see that the first 3 terms can combine into, these 3 terms here can combine into x plus, then I plus the b over 2. Okay, b over 2 is simply negative 3 over 2, the whole thing square. Then I keep the back part, negative 3 over 2, the whole thing square plus 5. Then I continue to simplify step by step. X, I know that plus negative 3 over 2 is the same as x minus away 3 over 2, the whole thing square. Then minus away, minus bring down. This number here, this expression, negative 3 over 2, the whole thing square is simply 9 over 4. Okay, take note that this remains minus, so this minus sign brings down. even though there's a negative here, because I square a negative number, this minus sign will disappear, and this expression, if you press this in your calculator, you get 9 over 4, then plus 5. Okay, so I simplify. Final answer is simply x minus 3 over 2, the whole thing square. Then you press this in your calculator, negative 9 over 4 plus 5. Final answer is simply plus 11 over 4. Okay, so I hope that these two examples illustrate to you how to complete the square using these three very basic steps in order to solve such questions. Okay, and that will be the end of this video.